Hello everybody. I'd like to talk this time about the theme of the indigo child. Since I watched on YouTube, there's a lot of points of views and interpretations of what an indigo child is. And there's a lot of things that don't make sense. We have already learned to look at this theme, or when we hear the word indigo child, to imagine a little girl or a harmless little boy. That, of course, promoted also very much by narcissistic mothers who want their golden child. They want him to be the most unique, and they want to see him as the most unique, regardless from if he is or he is not. This is not the subject, but the mother's will to have the experience of having a very unique child makes her promote always and on YouTube there's a lot of women that they say, my child is the best, my child is an indigo child, my child is very special, my boy is and in this video we're going to see some other definitions of the phenomena and tell me if this is something that resonates with you. Because of these misconceptions, it sounds like that the whole society is flooded with indigo children, because every mother wants her kid to be an indigo child. But the definition and the interpretation that I would like to contribute to this debate is going to show that they are still very rare. An indigo child is very rare. And I'm going to give also different image of what is the indigo child is. So one of the things that we learned is that he's supposed to be clumsy or weak, or he doesn't belong, and he's no. The indigo child came very equipped. And I'm also going to define, not only spiritually, I'm going to define the term from the linguistic point of view, but wait with me until the end of the episode. So the indigo child came very equipped and strong. He's not clumsy and he's not weak, and he knows what he's doing, and he's here for a reason, for a purpose. So all those people that don't know what's going on because they already stoned or drugged or whatever, I don't know, it's not the definition. The other thing is the truth. Those indigo children, they have a lot of names, okay? But let's call them the indigo to agree on one term. They see the truth. They see beyond the structure of society. Society has already structured and categorized people in religions and colors and ethnic backgrounds and languages. So normally people will look at a person and already prejudge based on how he looks like, based on his voice, based on body language, whatever, based on religion, based on race. The indigo children don't take those shapes seriously. They already see beyond that. They see the vibe and the frequency of the person. They see the truth behind the veil. If you see somebody that is not interested in brands, clothes brands, they don't see the difference. What is a Christian and what is a Muslim? What is it? They're really not interested in those details, especially when the forms many times function as a place where very harmful people can hide. How many times did we hear about a 60 years old harmless woman that succeeded to manipulate the judges in the court? And how many times we heard about a 13 years old harmless girl that succeeded to manipulate judges in the court and the psychologist? So even when those harmless people that hide in the shape of the harmless, they can lie to a lot of people, even to professionals, but they can never lie to the indigo child, because the indigo child sees the truth behind the forms, because they don't take seriously the definitions of society to how people should live their lives. They have their own way, and we'll see how. Beside the truth, they have strong communication skills. They will speak languages, and they maybe speak different languages. They may be more emotional, good. They communicate on the emotional level. They know how to communicate on the level of reason, on the level of logic, because that's how we agree. That's how they communicate. They are not manipulative and narcissistic, this is not the case. They're very empathic. They are so empathic that they're already in the area of what society calls mind reading. It's not mind reading, it is the emotional exchange. They are aware of the emotional exchange and the emotional language, and they adapt and they grow into it and they interact with it. Communication skills that also not very much on the area of the form. They don't care about the form and the brand and the religion and the genders, and they speak about the essence of things beyond the form. The next thing is courage. That indigo child is that child that will see the naked emperor, and he will say, the emperor is naked. And everybody around will say, shh, don't say this, don't say this. And some of them will say, no, he's not naked. And some of them will intimidate, but he will say, no, he's naked. So that indigo child is the child that points at the naked emperor, at the things that don't make sense, at the things that are not supposed to happen. He's aware of them and he disagrees, and he's courageous enough to say the truth to everybody. We all heard people crucified for saying the truth to everybody. Crucified and chased, and history is full of philosophers and intellectuals and people, some people call them prophets, that were chased for their truth and for their courage. Those are the indigo children. The word indigo, of course, some will say it's the color, the indigo. That's okay, that's fine. We can look at it from this point of view of the aura and the spirituality. It's one interpretation, that's fine. The indigo is indigo, independent going. He's the child that sees truth from his own perception, from his point of view, independent going into it, regardless from the definition and of society and the social pressure. So, if you see a child like this, and by the way, those children has nothing to do with the definitions that society gave to them. They have nothing to do with the images that many YouTubers try to build, or many mothers try to force their children to be so. It has nothing to do with this. This subject is not comfortable. I know it can make many people angry because it doesn't agree with a lot of things that are comfortable. It's very comfortable to say, Indigo is a clumsy child. He doesn't know. He doesn't belong. No. Indigo is not comfortable at all. This is very comfortable to be clumsy and not to be able to interact with society and to sit and to be introvert. This is very comfortable. Indigos are outside the comfort zone. They can't afford it. They can't afford it to be comfortable. So this is my point of view on this. I hope that we all, not only by birth, be independent going, but also by transformation and growth. So everybody can make a choice to be independent going, right here, right now. I hope I could shed some light on this theme. I hope it could help and it could inspire. I'm Shirley Jabarin. Thank you so much for watching.